Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Viking Explorer. If you're new here, my name is Ken, and this is my wife Andrea, and today we're going to be doing a review of our interior cabin on Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. We'll share with you what we like and some of our wishes about this cabin. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So let's dive into our cabin. It was cabin 9233, and then it was an interior cabin.
Now, what I really liked about this cabin was our location.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 decks below the Lido deck, which made it really easy to quickly take the stairs up.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't too many flights down to the Royal Promenade.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found the only time I was really using the elevator to get to our cabin was coming back from dinner.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was super convenient to
It was convenient,
get around the ship.
Walking up and walking down because it's kind of in the middle there.
Fast. It was fast.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
No, but inside the cabin, there were some things that I did really appreciate.
For sure. And I think I definitely have some wishes as well. And I think that a lot of them might have to do with the age of the ship. But should we start out with some of the things we liked?
Yes.
Okay. First off, this is like probably the first thing I check on every ship is the shower door. It was like an acrylic or glass shower door. Yes.
That's great.
Especially for the age of this ship, I appreciate having that in there. You're not getting all stuck in the shower curtain.
And and staying in the washroom there, the glass mirror also opened on the side, and there was lots of shelving inside. You could actually easily forget stuff when you're going
It's
home.
almost like part of the mirror flipped out, and you could keep stuff behind there. So
The cabin had lots of mirrors.
Yeah, a lot of storage, a lot of mirrors, but it definitely. I mean, the rest of it was pretty much standard, but that was there.
The vanity area had lots of drawers, smaller drawers.
They
Going
did, yeah.
up and down to the floor. So it made it nice when we organized our things. You took the stuff to the left, I took the stuff to the right.
Yeah.
I felt that there was a lot of places to organize our things and to keep our things. That was nice, and it was well lit for like getting ready in the morning.
Yeah, there was like lots of lighting in there, and as you'd already mentioned, mirrors, and even the main closet area, quite large. We kept some of our bags at the bottom in the closet still with our clothes hanging in there, and there was plenty of room for all of our clothes.
There was a couch, which I like when there's somewhere to sit down, especially when you're putting shoes on and 2 people trying to get ready. I do like that extra chair.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think
We'll come back to that later.
we'll come back to that in a bit because that's where you have my mind going all
I know,
over the
I
place
know.
with that.
Another good thing, this is usually the case, the bed was high enough that you could slide the empty suitcases under the bed,
Yeah.
which I like because that frees up a lot of closet space. There was not a true refrigerator, but a cooler, which you could store some drinks in. That's pretty standard, but I enjoy having that.
Yeah. There was also, for plug-wise, 2 standard like American plugs and 1 European plug. We were on a cruise recently that didn't have the European plug, and we bring an adapter. Maybe I'll link one down below. So we plug that into the European plug, and it gives us a couple extra USB ports.
Super handy.
Super handy.
especially when
Yeah, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Because there weren't any USB ports there. It was just regular plugs and the European. So nice little thing to have for sure.
Are we ready for our wishes? Or
Well,
do you
no,
have
I
some
think
more?
I have quite a few other things.
Okay.
I really like the linens are really nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So the pillows are soft.
Yeah.
The blankets were nice and comfy. So that was nice. You'd already mentioned this. Lots of light. Now the TV was. We'll get, I think, a little bit more into the TV, but it was on an arm that tilted out, which was handy.
Yeah.
The AC worked well.
Oh, yes, which is important.
Almost too well.
We could have adjusted it so it wasn't so
Yeah.
cold, but it was nice. I
Yeah.
like that, especially when it's hot.
You've run out of good things to say?
Well, you know what? I feel like this is where the ship showed its age.
You know why I have so many is because I took notes while we were in the room.
Oh.
So it's easy to forget when you get back home. There was lots of hooks in the washroom.
Yes.
There's hooks.
Yeah.
There's reading lights beside the bed, which were handy. You could turn off all on the lights beside the bed. The walls are metal, so hooks work on them.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
So we typically bring like magnetic hooks, and the walls are metal, so we hang those on the ceiling and the walls. Great for hanging your hats, different things like that, even like coats.
And the daily compass, I like to stick that up so we can see what's going on. It's nice not to have stuff scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
It really helps with the organization.
Yeah, and maybe I'll put a link to the magnets below as well, because two of our things that you must bring on a cruise: European plug and magnets. We use them all the time.
We do.
I mean, there's definitely more things we could talk about, but I think there's definitely a lot of wishes about the room.
This is definitely where I think the ship, like I said, showed its age.
So yes, let me put it this way. So when we were on the Ovation of the Seas this summer as well, that was probably one of my favorite interior cabins that we've stayed in. This would probably be one of my least favorite interior cabins that we've stayed in. Same cruise line, just
different class of ship.
Different class of ship.
And different age of ship.
Yeah, yeah. So let's start out with the couch.
That's exactly what I was going to talk. You walk in the room and you go, what? Because the couch was too big.
It was too big. It was put in kind of in a spot that stuck out
Blocked
when we originally got there.
When you walked in, it stuck out into the hallway of the room.
Yeah. So then we actually moved the couch to the side. Against the wall, which was much better. But then you couldn't walk down the side of the bed.
You had to crawl over the bed.
You have to kind of get over it. But it was much better for getting past one another.
Yeah. Because we were dancing the whole time trying to pass each other.
So I don't think it was probably the original couch that room had when the ship was brand new, and it was just a little bit too big. It would have been better if it was just a chair.
It would have been.
Yeah.
I agree. I like the place to sit down, but when you can't move around the cabin, it loses some of its benefit.
All right, do you want to keep going?
Let's talk about the television.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the TV was on my side of the room.
It was on the arm, which was good.
Really low down. So when you turned it so you could watch it in bed, I could also touch it with my toes. It was like right at the end.
And it was loose.
And it was super low, so it's hard to see because it's like right at your feet.
The bracket that it was on was loose, so it wiggled around. And every time we moved it, it came unplugged.
It disconnected.
So when we first got on the ship, the TV wouldn't turn on, and we didn't realize it had been unplugged from the back. So the TV did work, but yeah.
But when it was working and plugged in, we had reception issues almost all the time. You
At least half the cruise,
you get about 4 minutes, and then it would be gone for 2 minutes. And
yeah, and I don't know if that is a problem with that area. We've gone on other cruises.
And we didn't have problems in that area?
Yeah.
Different cruise line, though.
Yeah. So, kind of...
that was the most unreliable television I can recall on a cruise.
So, I'm going to just stick on this for... I hate bashing on stuff like this. But on Royal Caribbean, this ship did have on-demand television. Or movies, I should say, not television. Yeah. And I don't know that there were any that were free.
Okay, yeah.
So that is a wish too, that there would be on-demand free television.
Even if it's like sitcoms and children's programming.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but we went multiple days, I feel like, in a row without anything on the TV except Royal Caribbean cruise excursion type of TV.
So
we know a lot about the new cruise ship coming out.
Which, okay, you don't go on a cruise to watch television, but if you like to lay in bed and watch a little bit of TV, maybe download it ahead of time on your phone or tablet or whatever.
Let's move on, because that's...
Yeah.
Other thoughts?
Okay, the lovely vanity, which I did like. One frustration I had, and it's small, but clearly all the little bearings on the drawers had broken because they were starting to come out. And so I had to fight all the time to open my drawers because they were stuck. Hard to open and close. Yeah. So they're just kind of showing
kind of to give them a yank.
It was worn out. It needed a repair.
All right. I think one more.
Okay.
The mattress was definitely not the most comfortable.
No, not my favorite.
The linens were good, like I'd mentioned, but the mattress, I wouldn't buy that mattress.
No, it wasn't awful. Didn't come home crying about it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, it wasn't soft and cushy. It was firm and firm.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
But any other thoughts? I mean, overall, it was fine, but definitely not our favorite cabin that we've stayed in. But yeah.